Hey everyone, uh, welcome back. Let's have a little bit more fun programming on the TRS-80. Uh, so I'm making these tutorial videos for people that don't know much about programming on the TRS-80, or maybe they do have some knowledge. Uh, Basically, it's for any level programmer. Uh, Everyone that watches this channel knows that. Um, so I don't have to go through that. But um, I want to get on with this right now. I'm really congested right now today. I don't know why. It's driving me crazy. um, I can barely breathe right now out of my nostrils. Uh, so it's going to make talking a little tough, but I'll deal with it. So last time I put a 10, a 10 space of 10, and I want to increment that to a space of uh, 14. Uh, I'm a little tired too. It was a long day. Uh, so you know, I incremented it by 10, and they were touching, and I want them touching like that. Actually, if I increment by, that might be too much. If I increment by 12 instead, yeah, so now we have a 1 pixel space, and um, I'm going to start working on the health bar. Uh, let's see here. So, draw beyond 10. So 172, it should be 174. 172 would be 10 plus we're gonna alternate through the colors, I guess. Right now, we can't use the background color, and I think I don't know what the background color is. Let's see. Fighter $sign. Let's run that. Edit. Alright. What am I not doing right here? Let's look at line 9 here. Draw BM plus C4. What the heck? I don't know why it's giving me an error there. Let's list this. Oh, what the hell? Why is there an error in there? I don't see an error. Syntax error? Where is there an error in there? FIGHTER $sign. Oh, okay. Well, I'm really off my game right now. I usually make these videos pretty easily, but I put the $sign in parentheses. I have no idea why. So we're going to have a wizard, 2 wizards, and 2 fighters. But right now, the main point to this video is that we're going to look at the health bar. And we actually have a dark green background. So We can't use all 4 colors right here. I'll have to, let's see, draw BM 10, 174, 184, 186. So I'm showing this to you guys to show you how easy it is to program on this computer once you have a little bit of know-how. And boy, that's not looking good. I don't know what happened there. I have to move these up. Let's edit 8 and let's see how 140 is. That's more like it. We need to move these up. So Curtis had a question, and I'm not really sure I understand what you're asking, Curtis. You're asking me if I'm going to use the P copy trick now that I'm in P mode 1, and that depends. It depends on whether I have to or not. Basically, is what that comes down to. You know, if I'm going over something that has a design in the background, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Probably. The answer to that question is probably. It really depends, though. So that I guess that was a good question. I just didn't really understand. I don't know. It depends. It depends on if I have, if I'm using, like, say, a tiled background. Say the characters are walking around inside this box up here, and we're using tiles to make a textured background, say grass or something like that. Then yeah, I would. And I think I probably will. No matter what, because I somehow have to, when the character takes a step, it's necessary because you have to cover up the previous sprite, and pcopy is the best way to do that, even if it gets slowed down, because otherwise you have to start playing around with every single sprite on the screen. You have to draw patches, and that's the way I started, and that's not really the way you want to do things, because it turns into a jumbled mess. Let's put it to you this way: for the people that don't know, yes, you can use a cover-up technique, but it's better to use pcopy because it'll handle everything on the screen at once. So if my character takes a step and two enemies take 2 steps towards me on the overworld, then everything is handled at once versus having to cover up each previous sprite. But the thing is, the original fight box that I had in P mode 4, there was no pcopy at all going on there, I don't think. You know what? I completely forgot how I did that. So I'm gonna have to look at my notes, and I'll follow back up with you, because it's been 6 months, and I don't really know how I was doing that. So that's a really good question, right? So I wanted to address that. So let's just get on with this right now. I'm changing this as I'm talking here. So we have a one spray spacer between names here. Then we have all four characters represented and everything's balanced out and even, okay? Uh, so, as I said, there'll be two wizards and two fighters, but I haven't drawn that up yet. So we're just pretending we have four fighters. So now we need a health bar that changes as your hit points change. You will, like I said, that's going to be taken care of in the background. And we don't want to see like HP equals 30 because that's what every that's the usual approach. But we want to make this. I want to make this game to be user friendly. Something that appeals to everyone. I try to do that in all of my games. So let's just put health bar or health bars. It's just going to be four of them. So I'm just taking this stuff off the top of my head. This video is not scripted, and none of my videos are ever really scripted. I just start. Sometimes I showcase what I've already done, and in other cases, like this case, I take you along for the ride. And so we're gonna have to. And I was turning this over in my mind earlier today, coming up with some way to do it, and now of course it's evading me here, so I have to kind of focus. So we're gonna have to make some kind of a statement here. It's gonna be a line. Let's see here. Let's start off easy here. We're gonna go. I'm gonna say line. The sinuses will tell you. We're gonna say, and we know that our first draw starts here, but I don't know what foot it starts at. We're just gonna do. I'm gonna move over 40, and we'll try 140. If it doesn't fit right, I can fix it. Then we'll go to 140, and that'll be 100 spaces, and then I want to make it only so wide and only so long here. And I'm just going to P-set BF. See what that looks like. So it's close. So let's edit 13. Push it over some more. There. But it's too thick here. We want to make actually I don't know. I went from 140 to 150, which is only 10 spaces, so I don't know. It lines up on the top. It must be some odd number for this here. So in the draw, it's not. Let's try running this again. Alright, I'm using my protractor against the screen, and now it lines up. What I'm trying to do is line the bottom of it up with the last pixel in the word fighter, while still and that'll leave a space. And on the top, I'm lining that up, so that's perfectly lined up. And we could have 4 of these, and they won't touch. There'll be a space in between, but I don't want to use that color. Let's use a different color, and I think I'm going to use orange. So now this will be orange. And this perimeter, I'm going to change. I don't, I have to, I don't know about what the colors are going to do right now. So this is just temporary. And then I had a comment from some new users or new viewers. I'm not really sure, other than the subscribers that I have who watches these videos, but there is an enormous amount of unsubscribed activity as far as my the viewing of these videos. YouTube has a for boy, am I really I'm trying to make sense here, but I can see who views not who views for every I can see the demographic for the viewership, like whether it's a subscribed or not subscribed. There's a ratio, a percentage ratio, and although a lot of subscribers do watch, there's a enormous amount of people that are not subscribed that watch. And anyways, one viewer mentioned that Septandy is coming to an end, and I guess you're right, because tomorrow is the last of September, but I managed to squeeze 2 videos in, and it did pick up viewership, and I gained a couple of subscribers, so thank you for that. And I'm not getting paid for any of this. I've been doing this for several years now, and I haven't made a cent. I just do this out of enjoyment and an information exchange. And if I had not created this channel, I wouldn't be the programmer that I am now, because my viewers have helped me an enormous amount along the way to achieve my own goals. I never would have been able to make it this far as a programmer without them, especially with the P copy and a lot of stuff that had to do with graphics was finally ironed out. So, anyways, not to get off track here, but I need to, maybe this isn't going to be as complicated as I thought, but I'm sure it's going to get complicated. Now, we know we always have 4 players, so we need to renumber this. And I need to stick in a line here for A, or A, I don't really want to use A in this case, for, I can't write players, maybe, no, I don't think I can here. I have to keep it a regular variable. Let me just, the thing is, I don't want to have conflicts between variables, and so I kind of have to be careful what I'm doing here. So I think I am going to say something. I'm going to say P for player, equals 1, 2, 4. We're always going to have 4 players, but their health bars are now all going to be the same. So when necessary, it's going to go sub to this routine and display the health bar. This can be done so many different ways. This is just one way. Anyways, let's see here. So how am I going to? I have to address the X and Y values here. So let me so we have 8 spaces, and then we have let's see. We have there's gaps of 12 here. The actual spacing is on 8, which is weird. So from here to here to here is 8, but I don't know. It's a weird setup right here. Geez, I don't know. So let's get into line 14 here. We're always going to start at 60, but we know the health bar is going to go up and down. Let's give it 100 units that way. So that would be full power. Because we need to leave room over here for the items that are going to be displayed. So if we break 160 into 10 parts for the sake of right now, for the sake of conversation here, 160 minus now I need to come up with something. Minus minus H hit point for player A, for player P, so player 1 would be minus H P subscripted. Alright, and then we'd have to close that with a double parenthesis. So let's list this out again real quick. Alright, it's not taking that. If I print H to the subscripted by P, it has a value of 0 right now. So 160 minus HP You know what? It's that extra quotation mark, or yeah, it's a quotation mark. So that extra parenthesis doesn't need to be in there. So now we're fine because that 8. So this is how we're going to tell how long the power bar is going to be at any given time. And it might be just as simple as that. So we will have to, now HP will be handled at some point during the game as the character's hit points go up and down. It'll be continuously monitoring for that. But right now, we don't have any values, so we're going to have to pretend we have values. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to renumber it this way. So I'll fit a line in here that will go sub to 17 for right now. And 17 is going to be our pretend hit points, because this isn't a working game yet, so we have to pretend. And so before it goes through 1 to every time, you know what, I should have, actually it doesn't matter, okay? We're going to have each, these are pretend hit points here, so each one is going to equal, say this guy lost half of his life, okay? The next guy, H2, well, he only lost 20, he only lost, we don't want to use 5s right now. He lost about a quarter of his life. Now, the third guy lost a lot. He lost almost all of it. And then the last character didn't lose anything. He lost 10. Alright? Now we're going to return. Okay, get it? Okay, guys? So, when we go up down here, we're going to have our pretend hit points, and then we're going to go through our for next loop, and it's going to apply different size health bars. And so now here I have to renumber this again. I'm not sure how many lines, so I'm just going to put a number of lines in there, and now we have space. Okay, so we're going to leave 26 as a breaker. We're going to make 25 our next P for player. And so what goes in between there? Not much, but something, because we need to move it down. So I have to figure out, we're just going to do this. We have the length of the health bar taken care of. Now we just need to represent all of our health bars here. And so on line 15, we have to, I don't know, it was 12, but let's try 14 because it's a little different. Actually, we're going to have to put plus, what are we going to put here? I have to think of a variable that would suit this here. We'll use player y, py. Okay, so at this point, py has no value. So we're going to do the same thing for that one. Now, whether or not this is going to be spaced perfectly, I don't know. I'll fix it if it's not. Then we have to say py equals py plus whatever 14. Let's run this. So there are all of our health bars, but they don't line up right like I thought. So something's not right. But we can see very clearly the differences in health here. So this guy, if I remember right, has 90% health. This guy has like 20% health. You know, this was whatever. So it's the same as this. So the bottom guy, yeah, he has 90% left. This guy only has 30%. Or wait. Oh, what the world? I don't know. He lost 10 hit points. He lost 70 hit points, so he must have 30. This guy has 90. And then we have 80% health and 50% health. So that's what that actually is. Now, I have to... The spacing is not right. So I need to edit PY. Let's change it to 12. Let's see if that lines up. That's it. Now it's lined up, okay? So it was, I don't know. This computer is weird, okay? Now it's lining up. So we have 12. I guess, you know, I'm just tired right now. But these all line up perfectly. I'm using my protractor. I'm very happy about this. They all line up. And that's it. So now we did that together and everybody's happy. And as you go through the game, these will go up and down. You know, as you find something to restore your health, like a potion, or if you take hits, they'll go down. Find the potion, it'll go up. And now we have an active way to monitor the health now. Okay, so that's it. You know, I basically did here to here. What was on there already was just lines 1 through 10 or whatever it was. Let me list this one more time. Yeah, so it was actually lines 1 through 9. Something got, I don't know why there's another line in there, but 1, 2, 3, 4. My list isn't matching what I have. 1, 2, yeah, I skipped the 3 spot for some reason on my list. So I started off renaming, or I added 2 more player slots, and then after that we worked through the health bar, and that wasn't so bad. In my mind it was a lot more complicated, but it doesn't need to be. So HP is is all you really need, and it shortens the length of the bar because we're minusing, you know, if if HP equaled 0, then we wouldn't have lost any hit points. So it's kind of I just have to keep track of what we lost or gained. So this works. It's a little backwards, but it'll work. It'll work out somehow if I have to redo it or whatever. But I don't think I will. We'll start with a base number of 100, and this will be whatever's subtracted from it. So each character will have this. Alright, so I worked through that rather quickly, and so we're good now. So that's it for that. And let's, just for a little bit more fun here, let's say this guy doesn't have any hits. This guy has half power. This guy has, alright, and we've run it, and now they changed to reflect the changes. And anytime you take hits or whatever, it'll go sub to that statement and adjust the health. So that was my intention on this I'm sorry, I am just really winded today. So that was my intention for making this video, was just to bring this to a fruition here from an idea, and now I just have to make the wizard spell out wizard and use that, and then figure out, am I going to have the entire game in this box, which for some reason I don't know. It would change the component of the game. I want to have 4 characters. It's very difficult to decide. This is not the overworld. This was not my intention. My intention was for this to only come up when we are in a conflict. So in the overworld, we're just going to have a single character that represents our entire party walking around the overworld. But when we encounter an enemy, we're going to be, it's like all the characters get lined up, and the enemies get lined up, and then they take turns exchanging, attacks. So I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to keep it that way, but who knows. My other idea was to have the entire game on one screen and not change back and forth. Let me know what you guys think would be best. Do you think I should try to have just one layer to this, or would you rather go back and forth between an overworld and a fight screen? Most of the games that I've played, you go into a separate fight area. So I don't know, but I've seen some that better ones where they don't do that. But it's much harder to program. Maybe it would be easier. I don't know. Guys, I don't know. This is really tough. So I'm still working out the details. Shoot me some ideas like you guys usually do if you have anything that you want to add. And I usually contour to my viewers' requests, especially on games. I've done this in the past a bunch of times, so this time is no different. But I have the final say in it, because I'm the one that's programming this. So it's my decision, but I'm open to suggestions. So, all right, I went way over time on this one, but it usually happens. So, all right, I appreciate the viewership. Take care.